Hello. I'm going to try something a bit different today. I've had a couple people asking in the comments um, for me to do like a full track breakdown or walkthrough, I guess, of like my process making a track. And I'm going to give it a shot. I've never done one of these before. My music making process is pretty messy, and I don't know how easily I'll be able to translate it into a video that anyone could get anything out of. But I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm not going to go super in depth in everything that I'm doing because I want to keep this fairly short. I want to keep this around an hour. We'll see how that ends up. So it's going to be a fairly simple, basic track. It's not going to be anything interesting, I'm sure. I want probably some kind of like techno thing, just to kind of show my workflow with the Tonverk and where I kind of set things up and just start to finish, like my general mindset without focusing too much on it being like an amazing track or like crazy sound design type stuff. Because yeah, that would be a much longer video, and I don't know if I have the capacity for that. But we'll see. We'll start here and see how it goes. So I'll just kind of start from the beginning, and yeah, I don't have a plan for this, so we'll just kind of go with it. So how I start out with the Tonverk, I have I usually organize each new jam or song or whatever into its own bank. So everyone has their own way of organizing things. But on the Tonverk, the banks are here. So I would go to a new bank. So this one here, so it's E, and then I would choose pattern 1. So I'm in E1 now, and that's where I would start my new track. The reason I do that is just to not overload one project with a million jams where I have like a bunch of different songs all in one bank, and then I kind of like forget which patterns are for what. If I have them all just like one bank is one song, then it's easy to know that if I make multiple patterns, that I know that they all go together, and I would have them probably in a sequential order. I'm not going to do that for this. It's going to be one pattern, because I don't have the time to do multiple parts or anything like that. But yeah, that's how I would do it. Because also on the Tonverk, it does take a long time to load up. Like I would say when you start this, I would turn it on and go do something else. Because even when it seems like it's ready and it's loaded, it's still loading stuff in the background. So like if you start going through samples and stuff, it'll kind of like hiccup or it won't populate the menus, things like that. So I would just turn it on and leave for like even 5 minutes or something and come back. But the more things that you put into the project, it's going to take even longer to load. So if you have just one song per bank, and then there's no limit to the amount of projects you can make, so just make a new project once it's full. But of course, that's just my way of setting it up, and that's enough of that. So we're on E1, and so the general way I organize tracks is I've been having it so 1 to 4 are usually my percussion type stuff, and then 5 to 8 will be my melodic type stuff, and then I use 12 as a MIDI channel for my Artemis to control that, and then the buses just kind of go with how I want, but usually 9 will end up being my the bus that I send things through if I need to do sidechain ducking, and then I'll just kind of use however I want after that. Depending on how I'm feeling, I'll start a track in a different way. Like sometimes I'll start with drums, sometimes I'll start with a melody, sometimes I'll start with like a texture type thing. I'm thinking that I'll start with kind of like just a texture type thing, and I might be kind of going for like a minimal techno thing today. I'm not sure. A texture type thing. Sometimes I would put in the melodic one. Sometimes I'd put it in percussion. I'll put it on 4, and that's just because for drums, if I'm separating them onto their own tracks, because I do sometimes use a sub track where I'll put everything all onto one. If I want it all to be mushed together, it's a different kind of sound. I like that. But if I'm separating them, which I'm going to do here, I like to have kick on 1, snare and claps on 2, and then hats and crashes and stuff on 3, and then 4 is kind of my extra thing. So a texture, in my brain, I'm like, is that going to be a percussion or a melody track? It's kind of in the gray area, so usually ends up on 4. This is going to be longer than an hour if I spend this long on things. So I'm thinking I'll start with like kind of a granular thing. I don't really have a plan, but let's see. So track 4, I'll go to source, and then I'll change it to grainer. Cool. And then also for samples, another thing that's good about putting 1 track per bank is you can do the same for the samples. So I will arrange my samples per bank as well. So I'm on bank E for the song, so I'm going to go to bank E on the samples, and that way I know anything in bank E is going to be for this track, and that just kind of keeps it organized to me. So what do I want? Go to user maybe? All right, I'll actually go to Elektron stuff for this. Single samples. See textures. Soundscapes, what do we got? I just kind of want like a background bed that's kind of interesting. Listen to something that might sound interesting through a grainer. That's kind of cool. Let's see about that. So what to do with this? This process is just experimenting and turning things until I kind of get an idea of what I want to do. First of all, I'm going to set the tempo. I want this to be 135. Just a nice go-to for me. Do I want this to be rhythmic? I think I might want this to be rhythmic. So I put it to sync mode. And then use the funk key to snap to values so that it stays within time. I need scan. Add some spread maybe so it starts in different spots, and then maybe some pan spread. So add some stereo. I'm going with this, but I'm just playing until I find something cool, because I mean I have literally nothing else, so I want to change the direction. Sometimes with rhythmic, adding a sharp window. So with sync mode, having just like change the amount and the shape is pretty important to the full sound. That's kind of cool. I think I might like the reverse sound like that. Not sure if I want more than one note. Might be kind of cool even just starting there. I'm just going to put that down just to start out. So I'm going to just plot that and then change the trig length to 16. So I guess that's not in the exact time signature because it's not blending smoothly. So maybe if we change the density and size here. There we go. Density was on like a half time, so I'm gonna try halfway through blocking. Just testing this. Cool. So I just used trigless trigs, so funk and tapping things, and then parameter locked the density to be at higher speeds. So this one's at 112, this one's at 127, and the bass one is at 80. So it kind of speeds up. But let's kind of add some more stuff to that so that it sounds a little bit more interesting. I think I want to add the Steelbox reverb to this track. So on the send effect, I'm going to change that to Steelbox reverb. First of all, so I can hear it, I gotta send this track to it. So okay, now we can adjust what we want it to sound like. Because I want it to be like a ambient bed kind of. I kind of like having like the constant drone like that. I like having it a bit dark. A little too much. I think it was good before. We're gonna leave it there, see how it goes. Now, do I want to do any filtering? It's a little sharp, so... it's kind of a good spot. My periodic saving, I'll do a memorize, so funk and memorize, so that I have like the quick save thing, and then also funk save project. Just periodically remember to do that so you don't sadly screw things up. Okay. Now that I have this, I'm going to just go straight to adding a beat and then go from there. So let's do a kick. Not going to be anything special, but I'm just going to do the single player and assign a sample E1. I have some kicks that I've bought that I go to a lot. Sorry, talking and doing stuff is kind of difficult for me. Packs. So these there's a website Ghost Hack that has a lot of stuff you can, or samples you can buy. I bought a couple packs there on sale once, and some nice stuff in there. So I'm gonna go to Titan, Melodic shots, drum shots. I like that one. I think I've used that before. Just gonna put straight 4 on the floor at first. I think I'm gonna want it to go. Yeah, I'm gonna want that. Do that every actually, I'm gonna do this every 4th condition and this every 2nd. So yeah. I'm gonna go straight away into I'm gonna copy. I'm not sure if I can still do this. Let me try. I'm gonna copy the sequence, and then I'm going to go to track 9 and paste the sequence. Okay, it does work. Okay, so I have the sequence from the kick in the bus 9, and so I can use that to send things to it to duck them. So going to go to routing, so funk routing, and then I'm going to send track 4 to bus 9. So now 4 is going to bus 9, and now in bus 9, I am going to use the amp page on the shape machine, and I'll set the I'll do about 16 hold time and about 22 decay, and then use the enveloped negative. So sometimes when you add a pump to something that already has rhythm, it might kind of make the rhythm sound worse. I'm not sure if I like this yet. I'm gonna leave it. Might sound better with everything. But, yeah, anyways. That's a good start. Let's go to the kick and add a bit of, so sometimes I just add overdrive, but a good go-to for drums is the Dirt Shaper. So I add effects Dirt Shaper. So just add some drive and then a little bit of noise and lower it a lot. And then I use the low pass filter a bit. That's pretty nice, maybe a bit much. Okay, we're going to start there, and then let's add something. Bass, or should I go to the bass or a melody next? Let's do a bass. Okay, for the bass, I am going to, should I just do a multiplayer? Let's see the multiplayers and see what I... kind of like that, like simple bass. What does it sound like? I think that will sound good. Just gotta raise the level of it and everything. Add some overdrive. Let's make this mono. So funk trig to get to this page. Change the play mode to mono. I think I'm gonna have the bass be a 64-page pattern, so we gotta change it so that each track has its own length. So right now it's set to pattern length, so everything has the same amount of pages. So funk Y to change it so that now everything is separate. So I'm gonna funk turn length to make this go to 64. So now this bass track will have 64 pages, and then I'll do the change pattern to also 64, because I don't want, I'm not going to do any other patterns, but if I did, I wouldn't want it to change before the bass line is done. So that is good. Reset infinite is fine, and that is good for that. Just something like that, I think. Again, we're not trying to win any awards here. Does the job. So it's kind of quiet. Don't want to do anything. I mean, it's fine. Could just... Dirt Shaper as well. that's nice. Stands out a little bit more. Dirt Shaper is the magic FX to me. I think I'm dying to have a clap. So, this I'm gonna do a sub-track. I'm gonna funk to the top and create new, just because I think I want to do a couple different. Sorry, you can literally hear my brain trying to figure out how to talk and do things at the same time. So I use subtrack sometimes on a track like a snare or a hat where I want to have like multiple different sounds within the same family, but they can all go on the same track, so it's kind of handy that way to save space. So we'll just use the onboard stuff here. Claps. Oh, actually, I should have shown this. So, on a subtrack, you can actually assign samples really quickly, because if you have multiple things in one folder you want to do, so this one I assigned to that sub one, sure, but then if you hold funk and press the next one, now I'm assigning for the second one, so I can choose that, sure, and yes, and now this is sub 2. So without leaving this page, I've assigned 2 things. So that's pretty nice. Just do the old simple. Change this to bandpass just so that it doesn't take up very much space, and it's just kind of an extra thing. I'm going to change the panning to left there and this one to right. Alright. I think we need some kind of melody. Let's do a wave finder. Yeah, so usually with my melodic stuff, I'll do like a bass on 5 usually, so it's just kind of like low stuff, and then melody, and then maybe like an ARP and whatever, but that stuff changes all the time. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go through. Actually, let's see some of these ones that I've already assigned. I like this all waves one. I might just use it because it just goes through all the basic wave shapes, so it's very very useful. I'm not sure what kind of sound I want here, but let's find a new one. So go to an empty space and hit yes. And then this is the navigator here. But you are also hearing the original. So if you want to hear them by themselves, you have to go back out and mute the level of the first one. These are just kind of trial and error. I mean, there's not really any other way to do it. This has a lot of nice character in it. But I'm not sure what we're going to go for, so I'm just going to go with that. What am I doing? Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Let's maybe animate this one. Animate position. Change the shape of it. Speed a little faster. It's not working for me. You can see this is all very scientific. It's just, you know, playing with stuff, pressing things, hoping you find something cool. Detune it, maybe? Ooh. So that one, the second one detuned down an octave, and with a random animation oscillator on it, moving the position kind of slowly. Sounds pretty nice. Let's change the position to this and just see if there's any other. Stick around there for now and then figure out what kind of melody you want. A chord. Okay, we're in Aeolian. Simple kind of short melody, or like that. Now let's get these going through the ducking as well. There we go. I don't think I want the bass to go through the ducking, but let's see what it sounds like. It works still. Okay. I'm not 100% happy with the sound of that, but it's a good starting point. So let's start there. I'm sorry I'm not probably doing much talking that makes any of this any useful, but I think this is kind of the best it's going to be for me, because I kind of just zone out while I'm making stuff. So trying to remember to talk and explain things is a little tricky. If I do this more, I might get better at it, but it is what it is. Hopefully it's kind of useful now. Okay. Is there anything I want to do to this effects-wise? Let's see the basic sends first. Maybe a delay. Ooh, even that just adds a nice... What about chorus? No, I prefer it without the chorus. Let's go to that delay. Do I want ping pong? Is it not sending anymore? It is. Oh, that's nice with the ping pong. That's more stereo. I think that setting is fine for that. I don't need to really tweak that anymore. Maybe I'll try with the reverb. Kind of unnecessary. Nice, but adds kind of just a little bit, fills in the spaces a little too much. That would be something that maybe during a performance you'd kind of like tweak that up to kind of add a little bit of pizzazz. People say pizzazz still, right? Anyways, effects. Let's try a degrader, see if any of this sounds cool. I like a little bit of bit rate reduction there. Just a bit of sample rate reduction. It does sound cool, but I don't think I want it to be that glitchy. I'll just have a touch in there. I am going to leave that. I like it. Let's try chrono pitch. That's a no. But let's play with it. So with a lot of the strong effects, it's good to just kind of like turn them down a lot, so they're just like very little bit wet, so they're kind of like background. Just makes it, you can add more like kind of subtle stuff into the mix that way. That lets you like kind of turn things up a lot while still keeping things in control. kind of like that. Let's try other stuff. So it's nice if you change effects. So if I change the comb filter here, and then I change back to chrono pitch, it'll keep the same settings as the last time I was there. So you can kind of like play around that way. There's something there, but I don't think it's quite right. I think I like it in single octave. Ooh, shortening the note length to the smallest possible. It's kind of nice. What does it sound like if I long it? Long it? It's interesting. It's another thing that's fun to play with during a performance. I might like that better. Ooh, you know what? You can P-lock these now. Let's do that. Okay, I gotta save before I get too lost in the weeds here. So, I've done some stuff without talking. I did, on the filter folder, I did a bunch of stuff, and there it is. I was playing with this, but this is just a fun thing to play with during a performance, I think. Or maybe I'm gonna try a attack square LFO on it. Slow it down a lot. Yeah, that's nice because now it's alternating between fully sharp attack and the smooth, slow attack. That's a nice little trick there. Okay. anyways, back to this. I was going to, I'm going to duplicate, make the length of this 64, and then on the third page, what do I want to do here? I'm going to just try this. It might not be correct, but ARP. Oh yeah, that's nice. So then, on the third page, I have a parameter locked thing so that the range goes up to the second octave. So it's not every time. Oh, that's really cool, actually. Okay, let's get some hats in here. What am I doing? What is this? Oh, I'm on the ARP page, right? Because the ARP page now you can like get rid of. Sorry, I'm stun locking myself here by accidentally doing cool things. That's not the right rhythm. So I'm turning off steps here because now with the latest thing it has the 16 steps of the ARP here, and then you can turn them on and off easily. It's kind of a nice rhythm there. Let's keep that. Getting lost. How long have I been going for? I don't know. Whatever. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to add a hat. So let's do another subtrack. And then let's go and add in. I'm just gonna again use the built-in factory things. Just keep it simple. Sludge, huh? We'll go with you. And then, yes. And then funk 2. Probably should just use my own things, but I'm not going to. I'll just use that. You know what? I'm going to add this. Where was that? This weird thing. Let's add that in too. Because now I'm going to use the choke groups, and I'm going to make them all in a choke group. Perfect. Oops. Okay, so they'll all cut each other off. Cool. And again, that's in func trig and then choke groups, and then you can just put things in. So now if I do kind of a just a one of those, and then maybe not. That sounds weird, but I'm gonna fiddle with it until I like it. Don't quote me on that. Actually, I kind of like it already. See what happens if I lower the probability of now. Do I want it to be random like that? I don't think so. Kind of nice, but let's filter it out a bit. And change the panning. Actually, I'm going to have the panning of this one move around, so let's do an LFO amp pan. Oops. But I'm going to have it in hold mode so that each hit stays where it is, and then I'm going to randomize it. Now it's just all over the place. Oh, but I'm going to change the default pan back to center so that it's not weighted to one side. So this is about when I would often add like a pad for my Artemis. I kind of want to keep this pure Tonverk, but we'll see. But I'll show you what I do with to set that up. So on track 12, I change that to MIDI, and then I have it on channel 16. So like on that, so I actually also have to change the mix here. So on the mix page, on the source, I have to change the in to to 100%. So now I have the in volume. And now I'm controlling the Artemis on track 12, and I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm not on the right track. change the length of the mix page to 32. I meant to change. This is something that I do a lot. I'm be on the wrong page. Just, you know. So I want the second page to not play anything. Okay. Oh, you know what? I also got to make the Artemis go through the ducking. Actually, you know what? I don't think I do. That's good enough. I'm going to end this here because I am at about an hour, and I think that's a basic, nice enough thing without going into... I didn't do anything super interesting here, I know. But hopefully you see my general workflow and how I set things up, and if you don't know how to go about that yourself, then maybe this gives you a bit of a step out. And thanks again to the people that have been asking me to do this. I've been kind of thinking about doing this for a while, but I've been putting it off. But yeah, this turned out okay. I mean, for a quick, simple, like this would be a good January jam for just like a, here's a jam I made today. I made all this in under an hour, and sounds all right. And I could jam with this for a while, but, you know, it's not super interesting, but you just kind of like mute stuff. You gotta remember when you mute the kick to also mute the bus that side chains, or you cannot, and then you'll hear the pumping. So if I did want to route the Artemis, so an external thing through, it defaults to just out AB, so it would just come in and straight back out. It wouldn't go through any effects. So you'd have to change both of these to either to go through the bus, or if you want them to at least go through the mix track, so you can add effects on the mix, you have to go down to mix AB, and then it'll go through that. If you don't, then it will just go straight out without affecting anything. So if I want to go to bus 1, change them both to bus 1, because that's left and right. And now, can't really hear because, well, I'll turn it up. You can hear it duck. Another thing I do, which probably won't work for this, but I often, on the mix track, you get the one effect, and I'll add like a compressor. I know I was just saying I was stopping, but I'm just kind of like a generic compressor. Depending on the track. You can also change the sidechain source to like specifically to the kick, but I'm already doing sidechaining through the bus, so I don't really want to do that. Sometimes I do this, just kind of glue things together depending on what the song is calling for, or sometimes I'll use this for like something crazy, like if I want to like performance. Filter folder is not the right thing. Sometimes I do use filter folder and stuff like that, but I don't know. You can do lots of stuff like infinite flanger even. And just change the depth when you want it to not happen. Good to have like a performance effect on when you can sequence that as well. Or a master filter if you put on the low pass filter. with kind of minimal dub techno or something. I don't know. It's pretty nice. Warble's a nice thing too for like ambient stuff, but not for here. Anyways, we'll just keep it on a low pass filter. And that's that. Obviously, millions of things I did not touch on, but yeah, again, hope this was some way useful or fun or interesting or something. If you watched all this, thank you for your time, for real. And I hope this turned out, because I have no idea. I haven't edited it yet. All right. Have a good one. Let me know if you like this and want more of these. I could probably just periodically do something like this. Maybe do like an ambient one or something, you know, whatever. Anyways, maybe even sometimes I experiment with live streaming, but I'm not sure if I can do that, but we'll figure it out. Anyways, cheers. Thanks.